What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. And as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen today, I am bringing y'all the top 3 Demigod builds on NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Now, if y'all don't know what a Demigod is, this is easily the best top 3 all-around builds on NBA 2K22. But before that, man, thank you, God, for giving us another day and opportunity. And y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Now, to join the Rich Gang family, man, be sure to go ahead and turn on post notifications. Hit that like button. Can we go ahead and get at least 50 likes on this video? Be sure to go ahead and drop a comment down below as well. Where are you tuning in from, watching today? So let's go ahead and get into the making of these builds. First up, I'm going to be bringing y'all the center two-way slashing 5. And with this build, I'm going to be making it at 6'9". When it comes down to the weight, 217 is best for my liking. And then I'm going to wrap it up with a wingspan of 7'7". Once we go ahead and get into the breakdown of the actual attributes for every one of these builds, all you need to do is be sure to follow along, and if you do want to make your own adjustments, make sure you do it after we have made the build together. But as you can see, with the finishing, we're going to end it off with a total of 22 badges right here, and we're going to be able to max out our post control, driving dunk, go with the 79 driving layup, and a 78 close shot. Now, once it comes down to the shooting, I'm going to max out my mid-range shot, the 3-pointer, and go with the 70 free throw. That's going to give us a total of 23 badges here. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the playmaking. So for my liking, I'm going to go with the 72 pass accuracy. I like to max up my ball handle. Same thing goes as for the speed with ball, and that's going to give us a total of 18 badges. Now, once it comes down to the defensive end, we're really about to see what makes this build a true two-way. So for being a center position, I did go with the 79 interior defense, but we have an 82 perimeter defense. Same thing for the steal, 99 block, and an 82 defensive rebound with a 52 offensive. Max out your speed and acceleration, go with an 82 vertical and an 89 stamina. And not only are we going to be able to do everything that it comes down to on this build when it comes down to the finishing, shooting, playmaking, as well as the defensive end, but we're going to be able to dribble, and also when it comes down to the takeovers, y'all, we are able to get that post-scoring takeover, which is really going to add to the versatility of this build. With that playmaking takeover, we will be able to break ankles and speed boost, which makes it even better in my opinion. To be a little bit more unique, I would really consider advanced post moves takeover. The second one, now I know both the lockdown and the rim protecting defensive takeovers are going to be very helpful. So if you want to go ahead and add on extreme clamps, that's what I would go with. And as y'all can see, coming up at number 1, we were able to create the two-way slashing 5. And I'm going to be real, I'm liking the comparison of Bill Russell on this build. Now, let's go ahead and get into the second making of the second build that I got lined up for y'all today. And coming up at number 2, as y'all can see, I had to go ahead and throw my favorite two-way slash lockdown defender build and small forward in all of Next Gen. The one and only two-way pass first wing. Now with this build, not only are we going to be able to play defense on any build 1 through the 5, but we're going to be able to get contact dunks, all of the main dribble packages that you need, and on top of all that, we are going to be able to shoot just as good, if not even better, than any other build of this liking. So man, if you did make it this far into the video, just know I appreciate y'all, I love y'all, and I mean that, and once again, thank you again. Let's go ahead and get into the making. I'm going to put it under the small forward position, of course. Then, when it comes down to the height, I like 6'7", 180 for the weight. Then, you can go with a 7'1" wingspan. Now, I did go 181 for the weight, but if you do want to go with an exact 180 or higher, you definitely can adjust this to your own liking. But man, just really quick, we're about to hit the halfway point of this video, and some of y'all have still not hit that like button. So the only thing that I need y'all to do is be sure that you go ahead and get at least one comment on this video down and a like. And if you want to, man, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to join the Rich Gang family, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. But let's go ahead and check out what this build is looking like. So when it comes down to the finishing, I did go with a driving dunk of an 87, 84 for the driving layup, and a 79 close shot. 22 finishing badges, go with an 82 mid-range shot, 82 three-pointer, 77 free throw for the shooting, and we're going to get 24 badges here. Then for the playmaking, I'm going to go with an 84 pass accuracy, 83 ball handle, and a 77 speed with ball for a total of 26 badges. Now for the defensive end, I did max out my perimeter defense, still went to an 84, 83 for the block, 86 defensive rebound, and a 77 offensive. The only thing for the physicals that I would highly recommend is maxing out both your speed and acceleration. Go with at least a 70 vertical so we're able to maintain the contact dunks. Then I'm going to leave it with a stamina of 90. Now, if you do want to change any of the numbers of this build, make sure that you do it after we get the two-way pass first wing build name. Then from there, you are free and subjected to make your own changes, basing it off of your own preference and your play style. But from here, the only thing that we got left over is going to be the takeovers, which is honestly going to play the biggest factor of what this build is going to be able to do. So as you can see, we do get that slashing takeover, also the shot creating, sharpshooting, and one and only lockdown defender takeover. Whichever takeover you decide to go with, make sure that you are reminded this is going to give you a plus 10 to both areas of the build that you decide to pick your takeovers for. I'm going to go with the extreme clamps and ankle breaking shots, so I get the shooting boost and the animations to break ankles. And as y'all can see, we were able to create the two-way pass first wing, and I like the comparison of Jaylen Brown. Let me know, what did y'all think about last night's game between the Warriors as well as the Celtics? What a great comeback. Let me know, who do y'all think is going to take this year's NBA Finals championship? And let's go ahead and get into the final and third build on this list. I had to go ahead and bring y'all a straight Demigod guard build, being the two-way scoring machine build with shot creating takeover. So if you did make it this far past the first two builds, I appreciate y'all, and I'm telling you, if you want anybody on your team to run point guard, this is definitely going to be the build that you want to make. Now, I have made two versions of this build in the past, one with pass accuracy and one without. I'm telling you, the version that I'm bringing y'all today is going to be the build that is more all around with pass accuracy, so you do not have to worry about it. But when it comes down to what we're going to be looking like, I'm going to make it out of the point guard position. Once we go ahead and get into the height, go with 6'2". As for the weight, in my best opinion, I'm going to go with 174. And then for the wingspan, go with 6'9", and the body shape of defined. Now, as we go ahead and get into the breakdown of what the actual attributes are going to be looking like, I just want y'all to make sure that you follow key for key of what I'm bringing to y'all, because I definitely want to go ahead and be sure that we are creating the same builds together. But when it comes down to the finishing, we're going to be able to get the elite contact dunks. If you max out that driving dunk to a 92, go with the driving layup of an 83 and a close shot of 62. 24 badges for the finishing. Then once we go ahead and get into the shooting, I'm going to go with an 85 mid-range shot, three-pointer 84, and a free throw of 72. That's going to bring us up to a total of 27 shooting badges. Now, once we go ahead and get into the playmaking, you got to be very specific, so that way we are able to spread the wealth to other areas of the build. So go with the pass accuracy of 73, 89 for the ball handle, and a 92 speed with ball. And we're going to be brought up to a total of 29 badges, which means we have the rest of our attributes remaining for the defensive end as well as our physicals. So for my liking, I'm going to go with the perimeter defense of 89, still going to be the same exact thing. And that's going to give us a total of 20 defensive badges. Now, one thing that I really want to remind y'all of, when it comes down to the physicals, make sure for the vertical, you at least go with an 80. Because if you do not, you're not going to be able to unlock all of the contact dunks. That's what I want out of this build. So max out your speed, go with an 88 acceleration, 80 vertical, and a 90 stamina. And remember, if you want to make any changes to any of these builds, make sure that you do so after we have created the build together. Now from here, everything is looking very solid. Let's go ahead and check out the takeovers, and we do get the slashing, the shot creating, the playmaking, and finally, to help out more on the defensive end, the lockdown defender takeover. Remember, plus 10 if you do decide to pick 2 different takeovers, which means if we do pick the lockdown and the slashing, you're going to get a boost to your finishing and defensive end, so on, so forward. Right here, I'm going to go with shot creating takeover first. Secondly, I definitely want to go ahead and add in extreme clamps. Let's check out the build name together, and as y'all can see, we have created the third Demigod two-way scoring machine. And man, with all that being said, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Go ahead and turn on post notifications to join the Rich Gang family. Can we get at least 50 likes on this video? Be sure to share it with your family and friends, and be sure also to drop a comment down below. Where did you tune in from today? I got more bangers dropping for y'all this weekend, so I hope y'all are having a great start to your Friday. And man, with all that being said, thank you God for another opportunity. God bless y'all, and Rich out.